Okay, so I've completed my telephone task, which is do 8 phone orders. And so now I am going to go check and see what is available. And it's pretty much still the same thing. And so I think I'm going to do this here. But first I'm going to check and see what are my customers asking for. Oh, and this is what I was referring to about the daily bonus that offers 2 pink gifts. I play up until I get the pink gift. So if that means opening up all of the little boxes until I get the pink gift, then I do that. But this is where I get my pink gifts. And I will do that in a little bit. Okay, there's 1, 2. They always ask for rose petal. 3, 4. Okay, so I'm going to try and change that one. That one's good. Good. Change this one. That one. That's good. Okay, so I think I've gotten them all changed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so there's 8 right there. And I'm just going to pause this really quickly, complete this, and then let's see what we have. Okay, so I've just completed that very quickly. And, okay, so I'm not seeing anything that I particularly want to do next that doesn't involve spices, and kind of want to wait until the board moves up some more before choosing something else. Okay, so this is how I am looking. I started out with 60 attempts, and so this is where I am now after changing the orders to an ease. And I will keep you updated. Okay, so I have completed the first task asking for rose petals. I decided to go ahead and go for the second one asking for rose petals. Oops, this one is asking for 11. And I decided to go ahead and choose that one since that one seemed pretty easy enough to do. I have not gotten that far on it just yet. I've only gotten 4 done. And so I have to wait for these guys to refresh before I can go any further. But this is how I am looking. Oops, wrong thing. And I would keep you guys updated. Okay, so I am checking again to see what has been moved, and the third set of personal quests have become available. I'm just going to show my spice box really quickly, and then I'm going to decide on what I want to do. Everything is still looking pretty good. I will definitely have to open up probably a red gift to replenish everything, depending on how I do in this upcoming task. And so I've decided to go ahead and do another 75 spices. This is my 3rd one for this account. And then here's how everything is looking so far. And right now we're in 3rd place. And so I'm going to get started and keep you guys updated. Okay, so this is my main account, and this is how my spice box is looking at the moment. I don't have a whole lot of cardamom and saffron, but I have done well considering I've already done 2 75 spices tasks. I haven't gone all the way through on the cardamom and saffron, and then of course I haven't gone all the way through on the tapioca and ganara, but I have managed to work down the tapioca like I wanted to. I think I'm gonna go ahead and do another 75 spices task on this account as well. And I will keep you updated on my progress. Okay, so I have finished my third 75 spices task, and I did not see anything that I wanted to do. Again, everything still pretty much looks the same. And so I went ahead and decided to go with this task. Since I have my employees doing my phone orders anyway, this is how I'm looking so far in my township after completing 3 sets of 75 spices tasks and then 3 smaller tasks as well. And this is what my spice box looks like now that I've completed the spices that I was going to use during this festival. I only used one simple gift by accident, and I opened 1 pink gift and 1 gold gift. I cannot remember what I opened previously, but that's the total of gifts that I opened to complete all 3 of the 75 spices tasks. Now I know that you guys will have to open more gifts than I will because I have more space than you do, but you kind of have a little rough estimate on how many gifts you should be using. When you start to run low on certain spices like ginseng or galangal, like I only have 2, and those I don't have a large quantity of blue gifts, and although I do get them frequently in the phone orders, but they're usually in small numbers for the most part. So I am not quick to use those 2 spices. Same with nutmeg. The star anise I get quickly and a decent quantity of them from the phone orders. So star anise I don't mind using, but nutmeg, ginseng, and galangal are the 3 ones that I usually try to pair with another spice because those run down really quickly since I do not have a lot of them, and I don't get a lot of them from my phone orders. Also, I do not have employees bringing me those spices. So those are the ones I typically try to avoid using if they're not paired with another item. As I start to get lower on cardamom and saffron, again, I start to try to serve orders that has that spice and another spice paired with it. That way it's more beneficial, like you're just not using 1 spice, you're getting 2 spices or 3 spices all in one order. And it also allows you to get through the 75 spices quicker when you have multiple spices in an order. So that's what I usually try to aim for when it comes to my blue gift spices and when I'm starting to get lower and lower on my rare spices. I hope you guys find this helpful. I wanted to make this video just showing how I go about choosing my tasks and completing them and what I have left over so that you guys can see that it's possible. You just have to be patient and know how to delegate your orders and your spices. And so I was very picky, not that one, but I was very picky on choosing which orders to complete and which orders to change. As you can see, I only have 6 attempts left. And so I was really trying to be careful on what spices I used. Saffron was the only one that went down the quickest out of my rare spices. And I went down all the way on star anise and nutmeg as well. But everything else stayed pretty much around the same. Like they did not go down as quickly. So hopefully you guys find this helpful, and I hope it makes sense what I'm doing and you understand. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments. I would love to hear about them. As I finish my next task, I will keep you guys updated so I can show you how I end up wherever I am, like whether it's first or second place in my township after completing all 10 of my tasks. And of course, to get to 10, you have to upgrade your building, which I've done on both accounts. Which I've done on both accounts, and there's no quick way to do it. I did not use I've never used the ATM. Like, I don't waste my coins on that. I, like, right now, since my building is already leveled up to level 5, this is why I don't mind setting my employees to the phone order, because I don't need the rubies, and so I don't mind keeping them busy. Otherwise, if you're still trying to earn rubies so you can level up your building, then I suggest not having your employees do your phone orders for you, because for one, that takes away their experience from actual customers, and then at the same time, you do not get the rubies that you would gain from filling those orders. So when it comes to phone orders and visitors, I always did them myself. I never had my employees do them for me unless I needed help because I was having a busy day. Then I would wait until all the customers in the cafe was served, and then I would set my employees to the phone order or to the guest vehicle to fill that order. But I never did it while they were serving customers because I wanted to make sure that everyone got their experience. I will keep you guys posted on what I decide to do next once I complete this task. Okay, so I have completed the festival. Sorry this is 2 days late, but I can tell you how everything went. I was able to do the 4th set of 75 spices, and I ended up with 7 cardamoms and saffron, about like 5 ganara, and then about like 15, between 10 and 15 tapiocas. And then I would say I did have 2 nutmegs. I had 2 sternies, I think 1 ginseng, and 3 or 2 galangal once I completed that task. Another task that I did was spinning diamonds. And it was 125 diamonds for 2,800 trophies. I did get a blue gift from my daily spins and from the bunny game. I also got some gold gifts from the bunny game as well. So I got lucky actually on that. And I did, of course, do one of the get 2 gold gifts without opening them. I did do an extra task, which was the 4th set of 75 spices task. But other than that, aside from that, without that task, I got 40,900 without the extra task. And so that is pretty good. I was also lucky to land on a lot of Liam's pictures in the bunny game, and so I did not use a whole lot of tickets, thankfully. So I was very lucky with that. That usually does not happen. I usually use a large amount of tickets, more than I did when the game was originally made. So I only go into the bunny game when I am getting a quest, or if I really need a blue gift or something like that over the weekend. Like Lamb just got here, I'm not going to do anything for the bunny game except for do the free spins each day and hope that I land on one of his pictures to get me more than halfway through the first part to get the blue gift, but that does not always happen, so I'm not going to hold my breath on it. But that's alright. I still have Saturday if I do end up needing to get a blue gift, so that I don't run out too quickly during next week. But I think I should be fine. 2 of my phone orders will be giving me 2 Jensen's. And Gal, I'm sure I will get some for my phone orders sometime this week. So I think I will be okay. Hope you guys find this helpful. Okay, so I have completed the festival. Sorry this is 3 days late, so bear with me. As far as my rare spices, just take away 6, sorry. And that is what I ended up with for my rare spices whenever I completed a 4th set of 75 spices. Gennara, that one, I actually worked that down all the way to like 1 or 2. I just ended up getting quite a few filled pretty quickly. But everything from the pink gift and blue gift, those are pretty close to where I ended with those once I was done with the festival. Let me just go to it. When I did the 4th set of 75 spices, that was an extra task. I'm very competitive, as I said before, and so yeah, I did an extra task for that. But without that extra task, I ended up with 41,145. Another task that I did for this one was rose petals or knees. I cannot remember which one, but it was one of those that I did for 1,300. And then I believe I did. Okay, so on this one, I did the 3 gold gifts task for 8,100. It was on the board. It was not a personal task. It was actually on the board. And that's pretty much it. Those were the last few tasks that I did. And that is what I came out with. I normally wouldn't do the 3 gold gifts without a guest being here. I would normally do 2 gold gifts so that I can do 2 free gold gifts, but I was trying to move the board before the festival ended, and there was nothing else that I wanted to do, so I just went ahead and did that task. I got a free gift from my bunny game, and then I went and just got the 2 from the special offers. You don't have to do that. Like, you don't have to spend money. That was just me being impatient. Like, I could have waited until the board moved, but I really didn't want to. I really wanted to get to the 4th set of personal tasks, and so that was my own doing. It was not necessary, and I'm saying that because I know everyone thinks that they have to spend money in this game. You don't. It's just you have to be patient, and you got to keep in mind that it's going to take you longer to do things. You're not going to be able to do everything right away. You're not going to have a lot of the same privileges. When I first started playing, had I been more strategic and put more thought into the game, I probably would have never became a VIP. I didn't become a VIP until last year, and I will go into why in another video on why I did that and how I got where I am. But I hope you guys find this helpful as far as like how I choose my tasks and make sure that I do not go through my gifts. I won a pink gift from my daily spends, and then of course I got the 2 pink gifts from the daily special, the daily spends. Then of course I got a blue gift from the bunny game, and also a blue gift from when I got my 2 gold gifts from the special offers. But aside from that, I got I got 4 gifts for free. One of them I got lucky on. So technically 3 gifts. I hope this helps. As you can see, I did not go all the way through the bunny game. Yeah, so that's how everything is looking. Today's Wednesday for me, so I'm good. I don't need to work down any of my spices. Rose petals, I'm fine with that, where that is. So everything looks good for this coming up festival. So nothing needs to be worked down. So I'm not going to participate in the barista challenge this week because it is not needed. And for this video, that is all. If you have any tips about the festival on how you complete your tasks and still do pretty well without spending any money, I would love to hear it. Typically, I don't spend money on the festival unless I'm getting something for my township, or if I'm just being competitive. But for the most part, I don't spend money for the festival. Also, if you have any comments about what I've spoken about in the video, or any questions, then please leave your comment below. I would love to read them. I will reply as soon as I can. Hope you guys enjoyed the video and you find this helpful. Thanks for watching.